South Point is also proud to provide a variety of relaxing amenities for the guests who want to be pampered. We have 11 amazing restaurants featuring a wide variety for every price range and appetite. South Point's Garden Buffet has something for everyone at unbeatable prices. Or, if hunger strikes in the middle of the night, join us at Coronado Cafe. The American menu offers breakfast, lunch, or dinner 24 hours a day, plus a Chinese kitchen for authentic Chinese dishes from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. From steak and eggs to wonton soup, it's fast and friendly service 24/7. When you need a quick pick-me-up, you can find it at our state-of-the-art Starbucks just inside the main South Point entrance. Order ahead with the Starbucks app for easy mobile order pickups. Or enjoy your favorites in the relaxing dining area anytime, day or night. If you love Mexican food, Baja Miguel's has all of your south-of-the-border favorites. There are dozens of classics to choose from, like fajitas, ceviche, chimichangas, tacos, and more. And for spirit lovers, Baja's colorful non-smoking tequila bar is right outside.
Hi, I'm Kurt Angle. I represented the United States in the Olympics in 1996 and won a gold medal. Then I parlayed that into a pro wrestling career. I saw a commercial a few years ago.
Tunnel to Towers Foundation made a promise.
The Tunnel to Towers Foundation is paying off the mortgages for Gold Star families with young children. I thought, this is really cool. I want to be a part of it. My dad served in the Army for 30 years. We didn't have a lot of money, but he made sure we had what we needed. He set a great example for all of us. He died in a construction accident my freshman year in high school. When he died, we didn't have any income coming in, and we ended up being forced to move out of our house. I was devastated. So I understand what these families are going through, and to have an organization like Tunnel to Towers come in and pick you up and carry you and give you a home to live in, I think that's just amazing. I'd like to ask you to donate $11 a month to support these efforts by going to t2t.org or calling 1-844-BRAVEST.
The Southern California Thoroughbred Racing Circuit is back at Los Alamitos with exciting daytime racing action through Sunday, September 21st. On Saturday, September 20th, we'll have the running of the Dark Mirage. Showcard won the exciting running last year. On this day, we'll also have our on-track handicapping contest with 2 berths to the National Handicapping Championship in Las Vegas. Daytime racing is back at Los Alamitos, continuing through Sunday, September 21st.
The following is a Race Day Las Vegas presentation in association with Siraco Productions Limited on the Race Day Las Vegas Radio Network.
Live from the gaming capital of the world, time for Race Day Las Vegas, covering the sport of kings with a Las Vegas perspective. Now to the race desk with your host, Ralph Siraco.
From the backstretch to the turf club, at the racebooks and on the internet, to all horse players around the world, a good morning. Alrighty, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Race Day Las Vegas radio program. We come to you live and direct from the gaming capital here in Las Vegas at the South Point Hotel Casino Complex on Las Vegas Boulevard in the gaming capital, and the South Point Streaming Network at YouTube. And, of course, a whole bunch of other platforms that you know about, our websites, the phone apps, podcasting, and, of course, here in town, if you're running around early, our anchor radio station, Sports Talk, 1400 AM, 107.1 FM. However, wherever, whenever, welcome to the Race Day Las Vegas radio program for this Sunday. Another Sunday at this time of the year. I got to tell you, it just feels great at this time of the year in the fall. We're just getting ready. We got just get over the summer meets at Saratoga and Del Mar. We're getting moving into the fall and the countdown to the Breeders' Cup. And, of course, we have some key weekend stakes racing days like we had yesterday. And, of course, we got all of that NFL and college football action that really, helps out. And it's just the fall, and all, you go into the stores already and you see all this stuff for Halloween. Isn't Halloween like a month away, a month and a half away, for goodness sakes? And there are some stores that are already showing Christmas stuff. But it's that time of the year when we get excited about looking forward to the of course, the World Championships, the Breeders' Cup, which is coming up soon. Don't forget, folks, make your plans now to be here at the South Point. If you're not going to be at the races, if you're not going to be at the track at Del Mar for the Breeders' Cup proper, this is the next best place to be for the Breeders' Cup. There's no doubt about it. The big, huge ballroom with the big screens all around. You got the multitude of betting windows. You got betting kiosks. You got the food and beverage deals that don't break the bank, so you can actually have money to bet with. Big banquet tables to spread out and bring your friends. Huge banquet tables so you can put all your betting paraphernalia on there, etc. They're going to have prize giveaways, etc. It's just a great place to be and enjoy with the people who love the same thing you do. Watching two great championship days of racing here at the South Point. You don't have to pay to park your car to start off with. You don't pay to get into the building. And you can get up there to the ballroom, and you don't have to pay to get into the ballroom. Just enjoy the day at Breeders' Cup with what you came here to do. Enjoy yourself with your friends, etc., and have the money that you need to bet on the races. And we will provide you some forethought for all of that with our handicappers. Now, here's the deal. We're going to have our special Breeders' Cup show with our handicappers on Thursday before the Breeders' Cup. The Breeders' Cup on Friday and then on Saturday. That Thursday, we're going to have the show here exclusively here at the YouTube streaming network, the South Point streaming network at YouTube. It's going to be exclusive only here. You can only get us here, okay? And we're going to try to do it around 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We haven't shored it up yet because there are other programs on that Thursday afternoon that come in and do their shows here. So we'll wait and see how that breaks out. But it's going to be in the afternoon of that Thursday. Then Friday, the first day of the Breeders' Cup 2-day events. We'll be here watching the races in the ballroom, etc., for the Friday card, which is the Breeders' Cup Stars of the Future Day, when they have all the races, the Breeders' Cup races for the 2-year-olds in their divisions, okay? Right after that's over, at 6 o'clock in the evening, we're going to step right next door of the race book, and that is, of course, in the Grandview Lounge for our annual Breeders' Cup seminar. We'll recap what happened on that Friday and then look ahead to the big championship racing day Saturday, and, of course, the main event, the Breeders' Cup Classic, which is going to turn out to be one heck of a Breeders' Cup Classic this year. This could be one of those vintage classics. And all of that is free. It's all free. Okay? You come early, etc. And then the next day, of course, on Saturday, we're all in the big ballroom. We've done all our work, and now we're going to enjoy the races and try to make money. How about that? Doesn't that sound like a good idea? Come on out and enjoy us, okay? We're going to, of course, I'll be here. John Lendl will be here. Jonathan Hardoon will be here. Our handies, you stop by and say hi at our table up there. Love to talk to you and talk racing with you, etc. So just make your plans to do it. Do it now. Make your plans to do it, and come on out here. You're going to enjoy yourself. I guarantee it. And we're going to try to pick winners for you as well. All righty. Well, let's take a look at what happened yesterday. Okay? Parks Racing had the big day of racing. 7 stakes races, 15 races overall. First race winner, Paco Lopez got his first of many winners yesterday in the first race and paid $13.20. Tyler Gaffleone started out with his first winner in a maiden race for 2-year-old fillies in the third for Tom Amos, paying $2.80 as the big favorite in that race. Trainer Jacinto Solis had a couple of wins yesterday. He won the fifth with a $27.60 winner. Paco Lopez came back with his second win in the sixth race on the card for Irving Rodriguez, paying $8 even. And then in the eighth race, Jacinto Solis got his second win of the day. That trainer did with Mr. Pennington aboard with Talisian, paying $2.40 as the big favorite in that race. And then we started out with the 7 consecutive stakes races on the card. The ninth race was the Greenwood Cup. There, the winner was No Bien Ni Mal. No Bien Ni Mal for Paco Lobo. Joel Rosario riding there, paid $3.40. Got a great ride, too, in that marathon, 1.5 miles on the main track. Double Your Money finished second, and Praetorian Guard finished third. In the 10th race, the Liberty Bell at 6.5 furlongs for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up. The winner there was Mystic Lake. Tyler Gaffleone for Safi Joseph Jr., Gaffleone's second win. $4.40 for the win there, outrunning Volleyball Princess and Bella Queen. Then in the Dirt Mile, the Parks Dirt Mile at a mile, the winner there was Nelson Avenue for Joel Rosario's second win of the day for trainer Jose Abreu, paying $4.20, outrunning Dilger, who was the early pace setter in the race, and Coastal Mission, who finished third. That late pick 5 pool at Parks yesterday exceeded $2.5 million. That late pick 5 pool. Wow. All right, the 12th race, the Gallant Bob, was won by a big upsetter, Madhouse. Paid a Madhouse price of $49. Paco Lopez's third win of the day, $49 there for David Van Winkle. Gateskeeper was second and Fire Pit was third. And then we got to the 2 big races, the $1 million Cotillion Million, as they now call it, the Cotillion Million for $1 million. 3-year-old fillies. Now we had race, of course, we had the 3-year-old fillies in the race that was vying for favoritism: Scottish Lassie, Good Cheer, and even Lacara. But in the end, the winner there was Clicquot, however you pronounce it. You pronounce it a winner for Brendan Walsh and Iret Ortiz Jr., paying $12.60, holding off Dry Power, a huge long shot that finished second, and Our Day Dreaming Girl, another big long shot who finished third. Guess who didn't hit the board? Yeah, Scottish Lassie, Good Cheer, and Lacara, all off the board in the trifecta in the Cotillion. Congratulations to that winner. Then came the main event, the $1 million Pennsylvania Derby at 1 1/8 miles for 3-year-olds. And in this race, Baeza was thankful that there was no sovereignty or journalism in the race. Baeza took the lead at the top of the stretch after stalking the early pace setters and pulled away to win under Hector Barrios for John Sheriff's, paying $4.80, winning the Pennsylvania Derby. He finally got his Grade 1 win. Magnitude closed from off the pace to finish second. Goal-oriented, Bob Baffert's horse, who was a part of the early pace, held third. So Sandy, another part of the early pace, finished fourth. And I guess the disappointment in the race was Gosker. Gosker really never fired in the race. Baeza now joins sovereignty and journalism as the top 3-year-olds out of the Triple Crown that are still competing at a high level, that are now going to move into the older handicap division and face the horses like Fierceness and White Barrio and Sierra Leone and Magnet and Mindframe. in the big Breeders' Cup Classic. That's why you got to be here. That's going to be a legendary race. If all these horses keep the parts in the right place and all that stuff, and they all make the starting gate, it's going to be a vintage Breeders' Cup Classic. Congratulations to Baeza and his connections. Winner of the Park Sprint, the last race on the card, was Bucciarino. Bucciarino gave Paco Lopez his 4th win of the day for Alfredo Vasquez, paying $6.80. This horse was 6 for 7, by the way, at Parks Racing, so it was a horse for course that won that last race, beating Full Moon Madness and Maximus Meritus. 15 races at Parks Racing yesterday. The last race loaded into the starting gate 7 hours and 47 minutes after they loaded the first race at Parks yesterday. And by the time the race was declared official, you were 8 hours in, a full shift of 8 hours in at Parks Racing yesterday. But it was fun. I know you got a good night's sleep after that one. Churchill Downs yesterday. Brad Cox wins his first race of the day at Churchill Downs in the first race with the Luan Machado, paying $5.68. Brian Hernandez got his first win of the day in the third race for Tom Drury, paying $4.50. Corey Lannery won his first of the day in the fourth race for David Fox, paying $21.80. Lannery came right back in the next race, the fifth race, the win for Sherry DeVoe, paying $13.16. In this race, Maverick Queen fell, clipped heels in the race, fell, and Jamie Torres was thrown to the ground. It looked pretty hairy, but Torres and both the horse and Torres got up and walked away. Thank goodness for that one. All right. Julien Leperoux went wire to wire in the sixth race for Anna Karina. The longest price on the board went wire to wire, paying $43 to give Dallas Stewart his first win of the day. And then Stewart came right back in the seventh race, the Harrods Creek Stakes, with Smokin' Wicked, an easy winner for Brian Hernandez' second win of the day. So Hernandez and Stewart got they both got their second win of the day in this stakes race, paying $3.68, outrunning Jimmy's Daily and Optical. The Seneca Stakes was won by Immersive for Brad Cox. That was Cox's second win of the day. Florent Garreau aboard, paying $3.22, outrunning Ivory and Ebony and Quick Kick. In the Dogwood Stakes, the winner there was Ragtime. Junior Alvarado and Belmont getting together again. They win the Dogwood, paying $3.96. 2-1 on the morning line. This was a pick by John Lindo, and they bet it down. So thank you, John, for that winner. Strong State was second. Delightful Claire was third. In the Bourbon Flight Stakes, at 1 mile and 3/16 for 3-year-olds, the winner there was Brother Kenny. Brother Kenny. 1N. Jose Ortiz aboard, went wire to wire for Bill Morey, paying $6.92. This was a race that had an original 8 in the race, and by the time they went to the post, there were 3 horses in the race. That was it. And this horse went wire to wire, beating the big favorite in the race, Chunk of Gold, who stalked him but couldn't get by him. And Run Quiet, Run Fast was a distant and last third. So that happened yesterday at Churchill Downs. Belmont at Aqueduct. Remember, they had that big, huge carryover in both the pick 6 and the pick 5, late pick 5. Flavien Prat started out winning the first race for Danny Gargan at $3.30. Manny Franco got his first win of the day in the Bertram Bongard Stakes in the third with Spirit of New York for Adam Rice, paying $6.30, outrunning Black Volt and Lawyer Mason. Fourth race gave Flavien Prat his second win of the day for Chad Brown, paying $9.36. Flavien Prat got his third win of the day in the sixth race for Mike Maker, paying $6.50. Ricardo Santana started off winning his first of 2 in the seventh race for Ian Cantamarci, paying $8.60. And then came back in the featured Winter Memory Stakes aboard Ready for Candy. Ready for Candy, Santana's second win of the day for Philip Antonacci, paid $7.36, outrunning Paradise Creek and Decadent, who finished third. And Manny Franco got his second win of the day in the 10th race. for Richard Dutrow, paying $6.64. All totaled, the pick six paid $4,437.77. The pick five with that big carryover paid $1,025.33. And there was another one of those snafus that happened at Belmont at Aqueduct in the last race. The 13-horse Just One More was declared a non-starter, ran in the race. He set the pace and finished second in the race, but he was declared a non-starter because of some goofy pari-mutuel mess up there, and he ran for purse money only. Another snafu there at Belmont at Aqueduct. Los Alamitos yesterday. Umberto Rispoli had one mount yesterday. It was in the first race, and he won it for Mike McCarthy, paying $2.60 as the big favorite. And then I guess Rispoli decided to go home or something. It was his only ride of the day. The third race, John Lindo gave us a winner at Los Alamitos as well with Fly Zapper. Fly Zapper, Kyle Frey for Charles Treese, paid $8.60. So thanks a lot, John, giving us two winners yesterday. Kazuchi Kimura won the fourth race for Mike McCarthy's second win of the day at $3.60. That gave Kimura his 999th career win. And it didn't take long for him to get 1,000. He won the fifth race right back for his second win of the day for Steve Knapp, paying $7.20, and got career win number 1,000. Congratulations to Kazuchi Kimura. In the sixth race, Richard Eng and Bob Mazursky both landed on the same horse, Nighttime, and he produced a win for us at $5.80 with David Cohen riding for Jesus Uranga. And then in the seventh race, the winner there, Keep Dancing Nick. Steve Maiotti trained that horse. And Mirko Demura got his first win at Los Alamitos by riding this horse. And it paid $78.80. It was a V horse on Jerry J's Power page. And in the featured Dark Mirage Stakes, the winner there was Nothing Like You, who was an easy winner. Juan Hernandez for Bob Baffert, $2.40. Double Cappuccino was second, and Sakura Blossom was third. Pick six has a carryover, I guess, as a result of that $78 horse. So there's a carryover today with a mandatory payoff because today is closing day at Los Alamitos. The fives, by the way, paid $141. And if you got Jerry J's Power page and used that V horse, the late $1 pick four paid $1,408.30. Finally, at Gulfstream in the Breeders' Cup, winning you're in Princess Rooney. Hall and Ice wins for Safi Joseph Jr. going wire to wire. Edgar Zayas aboard, paying $7 even. Safi Joseph finished first and second in the race. His Nutrozeri finished second, and Reputation finished third in that one. And finally, in the Durham Cup at Woodbine, Cool Kiss wins for Sahan Savechi, paying $36.90 for trainer Marty Drexler, upsetting Dresden Rowe, who finished second and was looking for his second consecutive Durham Cup. He had to settle for second yesterday, though. Paramount Prince was third. All right. Enough said about all that stuff. Time to go to our first break. We got Jonathan Ardoon back, John Lindo, Rich Eng, Jerry J, and Bob Mazursky for closing day at Los Alamitos. And, of course, Richie will give us an NFL pick today. He won with his college pick yesterday. Richie's college team won. More ahead. Don't go away.
South Point Casino has plenty of attractions for the whole family. Catch a movie. Our 16-screen movie theater includes 2 XD Extreme screens for the ultimate in viewing, sound, and luxury. After the show, treat the family to a variety of treats at our old-fashioned ice cream parlor, Kate's Corner. We scoop up a variety of creamy concoctions, including smoothies, hand-dipped cones, milkshakes, malts, sodas, and sundaes. At Kate's, there's something for everyone. And if you've still got time to spare, our bowling center might be right up your alley. Voted Best of Las Vegas, it's a great place for friends and family fun. 64 lanes, a pro shop, snack bar, and arcade. And while the kids are bowling, you can play slots and sip on a drink in the Alley Cat Lounge while overlooking the lanes. For our more serious and professional bowlers, the South Point is also home to a separate tournament bowling plaza.
The Southern California Thoroughbred Racing Circuit is back at Los Alamitos with exciting daytime racing action through Sunday, September 21st. On Saturday, September 20th, we'll have the running of the Dark Mirage. Showcard won the exciting running last year. On this day, we'll also have our on-track handicapping contest with 2 berths to the National Handicapping Championship in Las Vegas. Daytime racing is back at Los Alamitos, continuing through Sunday, September 21st.
All right, back on Race Day Las Vegas, taking a look at the weather here in Las Vegas. It's beautiful out. 72 degrees. We're going to get up to 94 today. Around the country, temperature's just about the same around the country. Miami, 86 with still some rain in the area there. New York, 72 degrees with partly cloudy. Chicago's 80 degrees with some rain there. And let's see, Southern California, 83 degrees going to be today. We're here in Las Vegas again. We're going to get to 94. Phoenix, Arizona is going to hit 100 again, 100 degrees there. And as far as the precipitation, this is kind of it's a touch and go here. There might be some rain that makes its way through Kentucky, maybe. And there's some rain in Southern California that's further south, like down at the San Diego area. Don't know if it's going to get up close enough to Los Alamitos. And then that front continues to move south. And so it may very well miss here in Las Vegas as well. It's kind of a strange system that's going through the south there. We'll wait and see. It's a touch and go in Southern California. Talking about the Breeders' Cup Classic and all those horses, Stronghold, one of the horses in that 3-year-old division, is done for the year. He will not be racing anymore this year. Workouts, journalism worked out in the morning. Antiquarian and Mind Frame, both from the Todd Pledger barn, worked out. And in case you're wondering where Tiago Pereira is, remember he got injured in that spill on the 19th of July at Del Mar and had some facial injuries, etc. Well, he is expected to be back and riding when Santa Anita opens on Friday. All good news. Okay? Now let's get started with the racing menu of racetracks again today. Remember, first post times are Pacific. If you're in another time zone, adjust to it. I don't want you to miss anything like I miss Mom and Dad, okay? First post times are Pacific. Here we go. We begin with Laurel Park. Laurel Park has a first post time for 9 races set at 9:10. They got small carryover there. Churchill Downs has 9 races today. Their first post time is 9:45. Their Pick 6 jackpot carryover is starting to mount up. Stands at $84,867 today. Churchill Downs, 9 races, first post time 9:45. Gulfstream Park has 10 races today. Gulfstream Park's Pick 6 jackpot carryover there, $24,003. First post time at Gulfstream for their 10 races set at 9:50. Woodbine has 9 races. Their feature race today is the Zadracarta. The Zadracarta at 5 furlongs on the turf for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up. Sees a field of 8 before scratches. Your 2-1 favorite is Pop Idol with Mr. Saban Cavacci aboard. First post time at Woodbine for their 9 races set at 10:05. They got a Pick 6 jackpot carryover, $9,046. And their Super High 5 jackpot carryover, $25,132. First post time at Woodbine, 10:05. Belmont at Aqueduct. Belmont at Aqueduct has 9 races today. Their first post time is at 10:10. 10:10 at Belmont at Aqueduct today. Hawthorne Racecourse has 9 races. Small carryover there. First post time is 12:40 at Hawthorne. Los Alamitos, closing day at Los Al. So everything goes out the door. Their Pick 6 carryover, $28,317 plus everything that goes into it today. And the best tickets will chop it all up today. Mandatory payouts on everything at Los Alamitos Thoroughbred. First post time for the 10 races on this closing day is set at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Prairie Meadows has 11 races, 3 quarter horse and 8 thoroughbred races. First 3 will be the quarter horse races. Prairie Meadows has a pick 5 jackpot carryover of $18,313. And their first post time at Prairie Meadows is set at 2 o'clock this afternoon. And then we wrap it up with the second program today at Los Alamitos, their nighttime quarter horse meet. Los Alamitos first post time tonight for another 8 races set at 5:45. You got 3 thoroughbred races there, as well as 1 mixed breed and 4 quarter horse races. And as you know, for the Los Alamitos nighttime card, if there is no carryover, they'll seed the pick 6 pot at 10 grand. So you got 10 ring and already sitting in the pick 6 today at Los Al. Again, the nighttime card starts at 5:45. Let's get out to Jonathan Hardoon standing by. Jonathan, good morning.
Good morning, Ralph. How are you?
I'm doing fine, my man. It was Baeza finally, he hung in there long enough and finally found he found $1 million race that sovereignty or journalism wasn't in, and he produced. He got the job done.
And he got his second career win, and congratulations to the connections. Obviously, John Sheriffs did another terrific job. Ran a lot better than I thought he was going to run, but I don't know how many horses really showed up. Gossiger never ran a step,
no.
Even goal-oriented. I mean, none of these horses really ran well. You know, it's the surface there. Horses ship in, and they either like the surface or they don't. It's a very deep track. Earlier in the day, Baffert sent out Barnes, who went off, I believe, 1-5 or 1-9, and he didn't lift the leg either. I mean, there was some really poor performances. Even the Brad Cox horse in the Cotillion, Good Cheer, never ran a step, you know.
And you were very observant there, because when I saw the race, now Barnes usually breaks, if not on the lead, surely close to the lead. He was last in the first 16th of a mile, and I thought to myself, what the heck's going on? Because it wasn't like he dwelt at the start or anything. He broke with the field. He just automatically dropped back as if he did not like that surface at all. He finally, did a little bit of run through the stretch, but he was well beaten. And believe me when I tell you, I honestly believe he did not like the track. Good Cheer, the same thing. She just looked like she didn't like the track at all. So
they were running in quicksand, Ralph. It looked like they were running in quicksand. They were moving, but they weren't going anywhere. I don't know how to explain it, but that's the way it looked to me. And apparently, you thought the same thing.
Well, it was just fine for Baez. And I got to tell you, Gold Orient didn't run that bad of a race. I mean, he finished in the money. It's just that, But Gosker, who's usually close to the lead, never was there. He got the fan wide into the first turn, etc. And so, yeah, you're right. And the announcers that were on TV that were broadcasting that mentioned that a couple of times, that there are some horses that just do not like that oval. And you gave us 3 examples right there.
Yeah. And these were good horses that were all supposed to run it, and they all disappointed. So what are you going to do? That's life.
Now, I can tell you this. We were talking about that 2-day state pick 4 from Presque Isle to Parks Racing. So they promote the bet, and then I couldn't find it anywhere. I went to the results on all different sites. I couldn't find the results of that anywhere. Did you?
No, I looked also. It wasn't on Brisnet. It was on Equibase. No one carried it.
No one carried it.
The only way you find out what it paid is if you hit it.
Yeah. I mean, and if I obviously
we'll type into the chat room and let us know what it paid.
Yeah, absolutely. And now if I hit it, I'd have told you what it paid. You knew I didn't hit it, so. Yeah, I hate when that happens, when they offer these really kind of side bets, these goofy bets that they don't normally add. And this will happen for Breeders' Cup too, but at least at Breeders' Cup, they have made an effort to tell you the payoffs now. But this was, just bet it and hope that you win. Otherwise, who cares?
Bet it and good luck. Yeah. Let us know if you hit it, what it paid.
All right. So now, here's the thing about horses like Baeza, who people early in their career, you think this horse has really got a good upside to him, etc. Sometimes it takes them a while, but once they finally win a race like the Pennsylvania Derby, sometimes the light goes on in this horse. What do you think?
Yeah, sometimes the light goes on. We'll let you know after his next race.
Yeah,
But
right. Yeah.
next time he'll be facing journalism and sovereignty. So
Plus the
it may take a while for that light switch to go on. Ralph.
and don't forget about the other handicap horses. We're not talking about mincemeat here. We're talking about facing fierceness and mind frame and Sierra Leone, and it goes on and on. I mean,
Wida Barrio,
right? I mean, there's going to be a heck of a Breeders' Cup. Can't wait to get it all done here for the folks out there. We're really going to put on. Should be a good show. And the good thing about it is you can promote, but then the product has to equal the promotion you're giving. This year, it's going to equal it. I guarantee it's going to be great. All right, what are we doing?
We had a real good derby, if you remember.
Yeah.
The seminar was great. Everybody loved it. We had a nice weekend there, so hopefully we could repeat in the Breeders' Cup.
Not to mention the fact that it was, I think, one of the vintage derbies, too.
Yeah, no question about it.
All right, let's get started. We need some money.
All right, Ralph, let's go to Belmont at Aqueduct. First, look at the 7th race today. 7 furlongs on the main track, and I like a price horse in here. Number 5, Grammy's Girl. 4-year-old filly makes a third start for Safi Joseph. The key to this horse is, Ralph, she absolutely loves Aqueduct. She has 6 starts at Aqueduct, 2 wins, a second and 2 thirds, 2 for 4 at the distance. Excuses in her last 2 races. One was a ship to Colonial. Race prior to that was a sloppy track at Gulfstream. Well, she's back at Aqueduct. She's listed at 12-1 on the morning line. I like number 5, Grammy's Girl, to upset and win today's 7th race out at Belmont. At the Big
yeah, I like those odds. Grammy's Girl, 7th race at Aqueduct. Belmont at Aqueduct, 7th race, the 5. Next.
Churchill, race 6. Ralph, what was with all the late scratches there yesterday?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, they had a field of 11 scratched down to 3.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell you. One horse in the race ran in another race, but I mean, outside of that, I can't tell you.
6th race today, 6 furlongs maiden claiming event. Number 3, Point Set Match, a 3-year-old filly from the red hot Tom Amos barn. Rider switch today to Jose Ortiz, switching back from the turf to the dirt today. She's listed at 7-2 on the morning line. Graduation day for number 3, Point Set Match, in today's 6th race out at Churchill Downs.
All right, number 3, Point Set Match, and the 6th at Churchill. I know you're going to wind it up at Losel.
Yeah, 10th and final, Ralph. Mile on the main track. And I like the number 3 horse in here, Mining District, a 4-year-old gelding from the Doug O'Neill barn. This horse 1-for-1 at Losal. This is a solid horse, always runs well. 8-1 on the morning line, way too big a price. Abel Lascano aboard to ride. Number 3, Mining District, closes the meet out on a winning note.
10th race, number 3, Mining District. The 3 in the 10th race at Losal. Don't forget Jonathan's done a lot of work again. He's got full sheets at Churchill Downs. He's got a full sheet at Belmont at Aqueduct, and of course at Los Alamitos. Where do they get it, Jonathan?
JONHARDOON.com. Thank you, Ralph. Stay safe. Be well.
All right, you got him, my man. We'll talk to you on Wednesday. Now we'll Thursday, actually. That's right. Wednesday is a Jewish holiday, correct? Yeah. Okay. That's right. We're gonna have him on Thursday. All right, now we go to Bob Mazursky standing by. Bob, what a colorful shirt, my man. Good morning.
Thank you. Yeah, good morning to you, Ralph. How are you?
I'm doing fine, my man. Well, it was just another afternoon for Juan Hernandez and Bob Baffert at Los Alamitos, wasn't it?
Yeah, they Nothing Like You was the heavy favorite, and she responded. One kind of was goofing around on the stretch. I think she was waiting for competition. She looked like she's going to pull herself up, but she got the job done. We've run 5 stakes at Los Al this year, and Juan Hernandez has won 4 of them, so he's just dominant when he comes over to ride, and she got her confidence back. That's what Mike Marlowe, who was there yesterday representing Bob Baffert, said. The assistant trainer said maybe that got her confidence back and she can rebound because that was her first win in quite some time.
And congratulations to Kazuchi Kimura. He finally got his 1,000th career win, and he did it back-to-back yesterday, knocking off the last 2 he needed to get to that plateau. So congratulations to Kazuchi.
Yeah, he was pretty happy afterward. He said he set a goal at the beginning of the year that he wanted to try to reach that milestone this year, and he was able to accomplish it. Now he has a bigger goal in mind. He wants to be known someday as the best rider in the world. He goes, when people say who's the best rider in the world, they want him to say his name. So He's got a lofty goal in front of him. Let's see if he can achieve it, because he certainly is a very good rider. I didn't realize how good he was. I didn't see a lot of Woodbine races, but since he's been in California, he's really impressed me and a lot of others.
Well, that is a lofty plateau to reach, but boy, I'll tell you what, it's always nice to have a goal. That's for sure.
No, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, we're winding up Los Alamitos with, I thought, a very competitive and successful short meet there. We've got 10 races today and competitive fields again.
Yeah, big fields, barring any scratches, we're going to end up over at one more horse per race than we had last year. Last year, we averaged 6.4 horses a race. This meeting going into yesterday, we were at 7.8, so that's a significant jump. We've been able to run more races this meet because we have been able to fill the races, so that's been good, and we have a 10-race card to wrap it up today.
All right, you got it. John, you gave us a nice winner yesterday. Let's wrap up the meet with a winner today, Bob.
I'm going to go to the fourth race. I like the outside horse, Lady of Sky. She comes off a couple of ugly races, but she's dropping into a much easier spot, I believe, for Librato Barocchio and Kyle Frey. They've been a pretty good combination in recent months. She's won twice here during the LACF meet earlier in the year, so I think she'll get a good trip just off the pace. So the outside horse, Lady of Sky, in race 4.
Fourth race, number 7, Lady of Sky. Of course, that is part of the only pick 5 and the early pick 4 as well. Fourth race, the 7, Lady of Sky, is Bob Mazurski's pick for the race day, Las Vegas listeners. And Bob, we enjoy always your contributions here during Los Alamitos, but you are always invited to this race day show anytime you want to give us your thoughts about any of the racing in Southern California or just this great subject of racing overall. And we thank you for your contribution, and always like to have you.
Always a pleasure, Ralph. Always a pleasure being on. Thank you for giving me this time, and good luck to you and everybody else today and in the coming weeks.
You got it, my man. Thanks a lot, and we'll talk to you down the road. All right.
Oh, yeah, we'll be back in December.
You got it, my man. If not before then, maybe we can get Bob's thoughts about the Breeders' Cup when that gets around, too. In any case, we're going to our final break. By the way, our chatters, somebody had the Pennsylvania 4. They said the Pennsylvania 4 paid $548.90. $548.90 for that in-state Pennsylvania pick 4 yesterday. I want to thank our chatters for that. And they're chatting away, too. We'll be right back.
South Point is also proud to provide a variety of relaxing amenities for the guests who want to be pampered. Soak up the sun and let your stress melt away in our lagoon-style Paradise swimming pool. A relaxing getaway where you can bask in the desert sun and enjoy seasonal food and bar service poolside. And if you really want to escape, come to Spa Costa del Sur. From couple suites to a co-ed wet area, our spa caters to business and leisure travelers who want to unwind and elevate their senses. A visit to one of our spa's steam, sauna, or whirlpool treatment rooms will leave any guest feeling like they can take on the world.
Are you ready to lock in your bets and cash in on the games this weekend? Join Jeff Parles and Alex White.
One of my favorite plays here is getting 2 touchdowns with Florida State.
Even though the total's been batted down a little bit, I still think it's okay to go under.
Chris Andrews and Vinny Magliulo.
I don't think this is a great Kansas City team. I think the Chargers win this game.
All right.
If you see a hook here, it's not going to last long.
The wise guys are certainly not going to play the favorites.
Every NFL matchup, every college game that matters, the spreads, the stats, and the smart money plays.
Are we sure either of these quarterbacks are good?
Hell no, we're not sure.
Bet your winning edge with Football Frenzy, streaming live on YouTube every Friday at noon Pacific.
The Race Day Las Vegas Show, the only exclusive daily local media racing information source in Las Vegas.
All right, we're going to keep on rolling here on the Race Day Show. Let's get out to Rich Eng standing by. Richie, your team won yesterday in college football. We need an NFL game today. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Ralphie. Good morning, viewers. Good morning, listeners. The Memphis Tigers plus 7.5 underdog. They win the game on the field 32-31.
Yeah.
And if you sprinkled a little pizza money on the money line, they were plus 220, Ralph, for those who also bet a little of that side money, plus 220. Nice game by the Memphis Tigers.
Absolutely. Now we're going to parlay that money into the NFL today.
I tell you what, let's go to game 467, 468 on the rotation. It's the Houston Texans against the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars are favored by 1.5 points, but I tell you what, I think they got the wrong favorite. The Houston Texans have been in the playoffs the last 2 years. Jacksonville is not. And this early season, the Texans have lost to two really good playoff teams, the Los Angeles Rams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Jacksonville had played the Panthers and the Jets, two of the downtrodden teams. I think this is a Texans are 0-2, Ralph. This is a must-win for them, must game. So I'll take the Houston Texans plus the 1.5.
Sounds like a good play there, that's for sure. The Texans plus 1.5. And you think they got the wrong favorite? We don't care. We'll take the Texans plus 1.5. All right, Richie, you got us a winner yesterday at Los Alamitos. I'll take a quick thought from you about the Pennsylvania Derby, and then we'll move on to a pick today.
Yeah, I was real disappointed Gosker didn't run an inch in the race, but like you and Jonathan were talking about, I watch races from Parks, especially on Monday and Tuesday, Ralph. It is a quirky racetrack in the fact that some horses just don't run on it.
Yeah.
And you see that like at a place like Delaware Park, too. Some of these shippers, they just don't run. And so Gosker season is probably over with, but Baeza, congratulations. Perfect trip by Hector Barrios. It was a fast pace. He was sitting about 6th or 7th, and when he moved around him, Ralph, you could tell the race was over at the top of the stretch.
No question about that. Now, that used to be Keystone, is that right? They used to call it Keystone?
Yeah, Keystone, when they first opened, was Keystone, Ralph, and I think, if I remember correctly, you auditioned for the Garden State Park job and calling some races at Keystone.
Yes, I did. You guys flew me out, went to Keystone, and there were 3 other guys. We were the last 4 guys in the running, and we each called a couple of races each. And from that, you guys gave me the job at Garden State. So, yeah, I have fond memories of Keystone. That's for sure.
Yeah, you were an easy vote for me, Ralph. You're much deserved.
All right, thank you, my man. And let's get a much-deserved parlay in the horse picks as well today.
Race number 3, let's go with Antonio Fresu, who has not made too many trips to Los Alamitos, but when he does, he makes them count. Number 5, Mighty Kai should be rallying from deep, Ralph. Let's go with the 5, Mighty Kai in race 3.
Third race, number 5, Mighty Kai, the 5 and the 3rd at Los Alamitos. Don't forget, Richie's got a full report, a full handicapping sheet for all the races today at Los Alamitos right now at the racedaylasvegas.com website. Little football, little pigskin action, little horsehide action today, that's for sure. Thanks a lot, Richie. We'll talk to you on Wednesday.
Hey, thanks, Al. Good luck, everybody.
All right, we're going to go right to John Lindo standing by in Southern California because you remember, folks, yesterday we were running out of time at the end of the show. We're not going to do that today, so we're going right to John Lindo. John, good morning.
Good morning, Ralph. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, my man. Your thoughts about anything you saw yesterday?
Well, I thought Baeza got a much-needed win. He got a buyer speed figure of 105, so that puts him right with the top echelon horses there. And, he'll be a better horse out of that. And you can just see he's improving. He's a little bit more mature, didn't drop as far out of it, and didn't sit and wait when he made the lead. He ran right through the horses, and that's what you needed to see. And congratulations to Hector Barrios winning $1 million race. Good for him.
Yes, and John Sheriff's always a great trainer. Takes his time with horses. We remember what he did with Zenyatta, and maybe the light switch finally went on for Baeza yesterday with that win. We'll wait and see when we get closer to the Breeders' Cup. I can't wait for the Breeders' Cup this year, and certainly all of the great things we're going to have here at the South Point that you're included in with the Breeders' Cup special show and the seminar. And all the playing those Breeders' Cup races in the big showroom, that's for sure.
Oh, it's a good time, and yeah, there's plenty of room there in that ballroom. So let's get the folks out, and we'll have a good time playing. And it's at a home track for me, which is even better.
Yeah, and we'll try to make some money too.
Oh, we can do that. We'll do it.
Yeah. All right. Next week, quickly, Lindo report.
Well, let's see. Thursday we'll kick off with the late pick 5 at Churchill Downs. We'll obviously do opening weekend at Santa Anita. And I just got to see how the entries fall out. I'll do something with closing weekend at Churchill too. Probably those late pick fives over the weekend. I haven't had a chance to take a look at all the entries yet. So we'll see how this stuff falls out, what the field sizes look like, and we'll adjust.
All right. Santa Anita does open on Friday, correct?
Yeah, they enter today for Friday. That'll be their opening day, and they've got a lot of those Breeders' Cup prep races next Saturday, so they hit the ground running pretty fast.
Yes, as I calculated, they got 4 Breeders' Cup winning your in races yet to go this month. Belmont at Aqueduct has 1, and then in October they finish it up with 4 Breeders' Cup winning your in races at Belmont at Aqueduct, 8 at Keeneland when that meet opens, and 3 more at Santa Anita in October as well. So we've got a lot of those Breeders' Cup races yet to go. You got 2 sheets today, a late pick 5 sheet for Churchill Downs, and you've got a full sheet at Los Alamitos. Linda reports both complete right here at the South Point Racebook, free of charge, complimentary here, because they love horse players here. And, of course, you suggested late pick 4 at Los Alamitos and the late pick 5 at Churchill Downs as well. John, you gave us 2 winners yesterday. Can we go for a hat trick?
Well, let's try and hit 2 more, make it 4.
Yeah, okay, you got it, my man.
Let's go to Churchill Downs, race number 6. Number 6, King Peanut, was gelded prior to a start 2 back, and he's been an improved horse, more tactical speed, and he's shown he likes the 1-turn mile at Churchill Downs. The speed is drawn to his inside, so I think he ought to get a nice 2 or 3 wide stalking trip. And 5-2 on the morning line, I think he's really well spotted today. Number 6, King Peanut, race number 5. Race 5 at Churchill Downs.
All right, the 5th race, number 6, King Peanut. The 6th in the 5th race at Churchill Downs, and now we'll get to Los Alamitos.
We'll go to the 10th and final. I'm going to take on John Hardoon in here. I thought number 10, Clooney, ran a really good race coming out the layoff at Del Mar. Was about 7 lengths clear of the rest of the field when he got beat ahead. Steps up in a race where he cannot be claimed. That's a positive sign. There's a lot of speed in here from the outside post. I think Antonio Fresu can just kind of sit in mid-pack and be in a good stalking position. Let's end the meet with a winner, race 10, horse number 10, 3-1 on the program. That's Clooney.
All right, easy to remember. 10th race, number 10, Clooney is John Lindo's pick. You and Jonathan gave me another Siraco play, an exacta box of the 3-10-10-3, but you're on the 10, officially on the show in the last race at Los Alamitos. Well, we'll wrap it up at Los Al and move ahead to Santa Anita as we continue on the road to the Breeders' Cup. And, John, we'll talk to you on Wednesday.
You got it, Ralph. Good luck today.
You got it, my man. Now we're going to go to Jerry Jackowitz standing by. Jerry J., good morning.
Good morning, Ralph.
Well, all I can say, Jerry, is if somebody was smart enough to use your V horse at Los Alamitos at a $78 mutual, you got a nice $1,400 late pick 4 out of the deal there. Keep telling everybody that Jerry J's Power Pages with the V's and the stars and the pop-out keys and the feature plays and all that, those are the things that you really got to look for on the Power Page.
Yeah, sure. 2 quick points about that. Had you hooked the V horse up with the top-rated horse in the race, you got 120-1 exacta. And the other thing is, how many V horses do you think there was on the sheet yesterday, Ralph?
1.
Just 1.
Yeah. I got the sheet. I know, Jerry. I got the sheet. I know.
You know, but I want everybody else out there to know.
Yeah, 1. All right, look, we got cut off yesterday because we were pushing the computer, and you know when I tell you the computer is, it doesn't have any leeway. So let's get started. Let's get a pick at Belmont at Aqueduct.
All right, let's go to the 3rd race. Now, I'm just going to give out straight plays today. I got in here a little late. So,
okay.
I got number 4, the Big Calhoun. I just love the horse for Dick Dutrow. Clever move. Gave it some time off in July. Loves Aqueduct. I like the play. We got 7-2. I'll take the 4 horse in the 3rd race. Make a nice win place bet on the 4 horse. Anything above 5-2.
All right, 3rd race, number 4, the Big Kahuna, the 4 in the 3rd race. I'm going to go off of your sheet and give some connectors that they might want. The 3,
okay,
the 5, and the 7. So those are the other top-rated horses there. The 4 over 3, 5, 7. But you just say to win bet on the 4. I suggest 3, 5, 7 with the link-ups. We'll go to Los Al.
You know, I like to combine ideas. Again, we're just going to go with the win bet.
Okay.
We're going to go to the 10th race, but you're going to end up with a really big Siraco box.
Okay.
I love number 8, Big Juanito, at 12 to 1. Off the claim, Hess is making a really good move here. There's a lot of things I like about it, especially the finish of the really easy finish that he had in the last race. Let's see if the 8 can run again. Big Juanito, anything above 5 to 1 is fine.
All right, I got myself a Siraco trifecta box here with your play in the 10th and final race. You like the 8, Big Juanito, 12 to 1 on the morning line with Mr. Anton Georgi aboard. The 8 is your key. I'm not going to give up any link ups because I'm going to use it in a trifecta with the 3, Jonathan's horse, and the 10, John Lendo's horse. So I'm going to box the 3, 8, 10. Yours is a win bet on the 8 at 12 to 1. Don't forget to get Jerry J's Power Pages and Power Page Plus for Belmont at Aqueduct and Los Alamitos. I want to remind everybody, I'll just give them a little tease. There is one V horse at Los Al today. You might want to get that. The Power Pages, of course. The Power Pages, of course, available right now at jerryjspowerpage.com for both Los Alamitos and at Belmont at Aqueduct. By the way, I want to tell we got to go. I want to tell everybody real quick. We'll get your thoughts about the Pennsylvania Derby on Wednesday. Okay.
Good.
All right.
You can see my dog. He's a Raider also.
All right, you got it, my man. Go ahead and say it.
Have a great race day, everybody.